Hi guys, I'm Inga. I am Girl Gone Bookish. So today I have a really huge post-birthday book haul for you guys. My birthday was in February and then I got all these beautiful books that I'm going to show you, and then I got into a huge reading slump and I haven't been reading at all. I think I've maybe read one book between March and April. And in April so far, I've only started a book. But I'm beginning to get out of my book slump. So hopefully I'll be making more videos soon. One of the reasons I wanted to touch on quickly that I haven't been making videos is because recently in the community, I'm just going to say all of this really quickly and get it out of the way, because several people have asked me where I've been, and then I'll get into my book haul. But I did want to explain that recently I've just not been getting out of the booktube community what I've wanted to be getting out of it. I've noticed that there's been a lot of like popularity issues and things like that, and that's just high school stuff to me. It's just kind of stupid to get caught up in that. And then there's been a lot of tag videos, which I love to watch, but it's like when one tag starts, everybody has to do it, or haul videos, and but there's not been a lot of book talks, like reviews and things, and I'm guilty of it myself. Like I said, I got caught up in it, and it was my having got caught up in it that made me kind of take a step back from YouTube and say, what am I doing here? Because it was kind of like my own involvement in trying to keep up with the tags and the hauls and stuff like that. It was kind of my own involvement that made me take a step back and say, this is not me, this is not who I am. I've always been one of those people who would do the opposite of popular because I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. And all of a sudden I was caught up in, oh, I have to do a tag video, I have to do a haul video, I have to talk to this popular booktuber because they're reading this book and I'm supposed to be reading it too. And it was just crazy. I don't know why I allowed myself to get caught up in that. And like I said, I just wasn't getting what I wanted to out of the community, so I needed to take a break, and now I'm back. I don't ever think I'll leave the booktube community forever. Who knows where life is going to take us, but I don't see myself leaving it permanently anytime soon anyway. But like I said, I was getting caught up in that, and I see a lot of people getting caught up in that, and a lot of people have been complaining about it lately. So I just needed to take myself out of it and decide how I wanted my channel to go, and really kind of regroup and do some soul searching and get back in there. And I feel a lot better about everything now, and I'm just gonna kind of do my own thing. And I don't know how I got caught up in so much drama. It was just crazy. Just crazy. I hate stuff like that. So anyway, that was my rant. I'm sorry, I had to get that out. But several people have asked me what's been going on, and I wanted to be honest with you all and say that I just wasn't getting out of the community what I wanted, and that I'm getting kind of sick of hearing about the same 5 booktubers all the time. Either people bitching about them or wanting to be them and wanting to be like them and worshiping them. I mean, either way you go, it's getting old. So anyway, I'm back, and like I said, I have a book haul. My birthday was in February, and I got all of these beautiful books from either my birthday, from family, or I bought them myself. A lot of them I bought myself, let's be honest. So I'm just going to get started. I'm going to show you the adult books first, and then I will show you the YA books, and then finally the box set. So the 4 adult books that I'm getting ready to show you, all but one came from Half Price Books in the bargain bin. They were all $1 each except for one that I got offline. I'm not even going to mention who I bought it from because it was a horrible experience, but I got the book for like $1 or $2 or something. So yeah, the first book I picked up is Katherine of Aragon by Jean Plady. I think that's how you say their name. This is actually a part of a series. I'm not sure what the series is called. I'm not even sure if this is the first one. I didn't really know a lot about this book. I just bought it because it was about Katherine of Aragon, and I really love Henry VIII and his wives. I love reading about that in that time period. So this was $1, so I picked this up, and I think this actually includes 3 novels. Yeah, 3 novels in 1 volume. So it's the first 3 books in this part of the series. Like I said, I'm not really sure how it works, but this is one I got. In February, I read Pride and Prejudice. I watched the movie. I love the movie with Keira Knightley. That's my favorite version. I know a lot of people like the Colin Firth one, but I like the Keira Knightley one. So I just love Pride and Prejudice. It's one of my favorite stories. And then I found out that there is actually a woman who wrote like a spin-off of that. She's written a whole series, so I picked up 2 of her books. Her name is Linda Burdole, and the first book is Mr. Darcy Takes a Wife, and from what I understand this is Pride and Prejudice from Mr. Darcy's standpoint. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. and it gets really excellent reviews on GoodReads. I think it gets like 3.5 or 4 stars or something. So I picked this up for $1. The next book I picked up was Darcy and Elizabeth. I think this is the second book in this series, and I think there's like 4, I'm not really sure. But this is about their days at Pemberley, and they have children, and I don't know, I love that story in that world, so I'm really looking forward to getting into these. And then I picked up Seventh Heaven by James Patterson, just because I'm slowly collecting that Women's Murder Club, whatever that series is called. I picked this up in the bargain bin for $1. Okay, I'm actually going to show you the box sets next, because I think that'll be quicker than showing you the individual books. So this one's kind of coming apart. You gotta love box sets. They always come apart. So the first box set that I picked up for myself is the Night Angel Trilogy. They're all out of order because I did start the first one. This is supposed to be like a really good high fantasy series. I started the first one, but I can't really remember what the guy's name is. But it's about this kid who grows up and he wants to be an assassin. And I don't know, it's really good, really dark. I'm really enjoying it so far. I had to stop because, like I said, I was in a reading slump. But I do plan on getting into this, and the covers are beautiful. A lot of you guys have these books, but I think they're just gorgeous. The only problem is they come in these like little bitty like mass market paperback sizes. You can get like a large hardcover, but it's like 1,000-something pages, and I don't want to be walking around with that. So that's the first box set. The second box set that I ordered is really cool. This is really cool to me. It's a vintage box set of the Narnia series. And I don't know what my obsession is with this particular box set, but it's from the 80s. They're in beautiful condition. I love C.S. Lewis, and I love the Chronicles of Narnia. So, and this is in beautiful, pristine condition. All of the books are even in excellent shape. The first one in the series had a crease on the cover. I just swapped it out for a different one because I had 2 copies of the first one. So I just love this. I think this is the coolest thing. It's really 80s looking, I don't know. And the last thing I picked up was the IQ84 box set. And you all know how to say the author's name. I can never get it right. They're in there backwards right now. That's what they look like. They're not the most attractive covers, but I still liked that this was a box set that I could, I don't know. I just like box sets. I didn't even know that this was a trilogy until I saw this and looked it up on Amazon or GoodReads or something. Sorry about all the noise. Oh, lots of noise. Okay, now I'm going to show you all of the YA, I think all of these are YA books that I bought either for myself or I got for my birthday. So the first book that I bought and read and loved and actually almost made me cry is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I have been wanting to read this for a really long time. Oh, God, I'm so glad that I read it. It was such a good book. I went to see the movie, although I'm not sure how the movie is gonna, I just don't even know how they're gonna do it, but I don't think they're gonna be, the movie is just never as good as the book is what I'm trying to get at. Next, I picked up Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lonnie Taylor because I haven't read it yet. Believe it or not, everyone has read this book, so I'm finally gonna get around to reading it, and I found this book for like $5, and then I got online and found Days of Blood and Starlight for $5.97, so of course I had to get this one. And I know the third book is out, but you know, it'll probably be a couple next year before I get it. Also, I have to give a shout out to Lindsay Mead because I asked her about a fantasy book, what she recommended, and she recommended to me this book, The Green Rider by Kristen Brittain, and I guess, or Brittain, I don't know. How do you say that name? Brittain? Can you even see it? I don't know. But she said this was really good, so I was asking her like kind of Games of Thrones-y type stuff she would suggest, and she suggested this. So I just happened to be walking down the aisle at Half Price Books, and there it was. It was like it was meant to be, so I had to get it. I also got Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. I have yet to read Cinder. I know everyone talks about how good it is, and I know that Cress is out, but I just haven't gotten around to reading Cinder yet, but I think I'm gonna like it, so I went ahead and picked up the 7 one because it was only $6.97, so can't beat that price. I also got Starters. I think I might have showed this one to you all actually because I got it months ago, months and months, like before Christmas last year. But somehow I don't think it made it into a haul, but then I couldn't remember if it did or not, so I'm just throwing it in there. I also got Max by James Patterson, which is a part of the Maximum Ride series. This is actually like the 9th book or something, and I only have the first one and now this one. I don't know what I was thinking. I saw James Patterson and I saw $1 and I went crazy. I bought Control by Lydia King because I had planned on doing the read along with everybody and their mother on YouTube, and then I never got around to reading it. But let's just talk about that cover and how all blue and swishy swishy it is. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I just want to rub it. And then finally, I picked up Rebel Springs by Morgan Rhodes. This is the 2nd book in the Fallen Kingdom series, which if you haven't read was amazing. So I'm going to reread the first one because I just flew through it and I can't remember all the details. So I'm going to be reading this one very soon because it was amazing. They compared it to a Game of Thrones for the YA audience, and I definitely agree with that. It's really good, you guys. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Now I'm all hot. Okay, so that does it for my, what is that called? My haul. These books have been sitting in a corner of my office or my lady lounge, my reading room, whatever you want to call this room, this behind me area. They've been sitting here in a corner for 2 months, and I was like, I have to make videos just so I can put these books on the shelf because I can't put books on my shelf until I show them to you guys because I don't know, I feel weird about it. So there they are. Now I can put them up, and I will see you guys later. I have missed you all. Thank you to all my subscribers who have stuck around. And anyway, guys, I look forward to talking to you all. I will see you later. Bye.